Now I want to talk about the principle by which we can create a generic grip on a shared tool work environment and how it works so that anybody can use it and still get the benefits. Ideally, of course, you want to have a dedicated tool work environment where you can tighten it up ergonomically based on all the information reviewed in the video. When we look at tools, we develop these ridges, surfaces, wings, and all kinds of things. This one actually has sorbothane material under here for shock absorber, this being an air hammer. So, and this also is noteworthy too, and that is drop protection and chip and scratch protection for the work. We now have the benefit of watching how the tool swings when the worker releases it, and if there is any situation where it might swing into the workpiece, we can now add material, PersonaGrip material, to act as a bumper, thus saving the work and the time and the money of having to take that part off the line, fix it, or just toss it. Now NIOSH, they're using standard university test procedures. They went ahead and tested PersonaGrip. And what they found was, in the case of linear force, the difference between a grip that's molded and the standard tool was about 54%. In other words, less than half the amount. That's not a small amount. And in the case of torque, when the tool was trying to twist in the hand, the reduction was 43.5%. Less tension, reduced the risk for carpal tunnel, because NIOSH, 10 years before they tested me, they found out, Armstrong, Silverstone, and Fine found out that when you have high repetition, which is an assembly line, and high grip force combined, there's a 10-fold increase in risk for carpal tunnel syndrome. If it's a shared tool work environment, if it's a small hand that comes up and has to pull down, you add a surface on the bottom so that they're going down. So it doesn't matter if it's a small hand or a big hand, they can both push down. However, when you do have a dedicated tool work environment, now you can fine-tune that grip even further for that individual's hand and work method. Day one, I'll mold some tools and we go over some of the theories. And in day two, we turn it over to you, and the guys in the tool crib and the gals in the tool crib can start modifying the tools, interacting with people on the assembly line, and then developing it under my supervision, and I'll explain the ins and outs. So that's what we're here to do, help workers reduce the risk for carpal tunnel syndrome if they're compliant with the technology. Because remember, they can still grab it. We're all creatures of habit. And if you grab that tool with the same amount of force, you've accomplished not much. So the workers now have to be trained on how to relax their grip to avoid those cumulative trauma disorders. With this video chat now, I can be just basically a couple taps away on your screen and can help you develop your skills. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to call me or drop me a line, buzz me, or do any of the other social media ways to contact me. And let's get these guys and gals in the tool crib to help their workers relax their grip and avoid injuries. Until then, get molding.